Hey, hello. So today I'd like to think out loud about which e-bike I would select if I wanted to go for long cross-country rides. And I've been thinking about it for a few years already, and it seems that Riese Müller offers some of the best options and standard features available out there. These bikes are quite pricey, as you can see on the display. They cost 7,500 euros. So it's worth spending some time thinking about the features that they offer and if it's worth paying that much money. So in my case, I'm interested in the large battery capacity offered by the Superdelite GT Vario model, now available since this week with a 1125 dual battery option, which gives you extra long range. As you can see on the picture, this e-mountain bike comes with a Gates carbon belt, which does not require any maintenance, just washing from time to time if they're full of dirt. No grease needed. And with a Vario 380 CVT transmission installed in the hub of the rear wheel. CVT meaning constant variable transmission. There are no steps on this transmission. It offers a 380% gear ratio, which is less than the usual cassette system and less than the competing geared hub of Roloff, the E14, which offers a 525% gear ratio. This variable transmission, however, offers features that are very nice, such as the ability to change gears while standing and the fact that it's stepless. It's you can select an infinite amount, let's say, between the 380 range, an infinite amount of steps, and you can set your cadence exactly to what you want. You don't have to worry about changing the gears or any of those gears, not working correctly or breaking something inside the hub. Um, The other features that this bike offers that I like very much is the integrated power tubes from Bosch, the suspended rear carrier, and the very high quality finish and engineering. It has also the Bosch Performance Line CX motor from this year, and it has Magura brakes, Schwalbe tires, it has mud guards, it has a 100 millimeter suspension from SR Suntour as standard. You can change that. If you want to take the 140 millimeter travel, you have to take the whole GX pack. And so, yeah, and one other thing is that you have an option between three head units. The standard is the Intuvia, and then you can choose the kiosk or the smartphone hub, which is the one I prefer. So let's have a quick look at the options. Color, I will go with the warm silver matte. Both colors are gorgeous, it's just a matter of choosing one. I will take the 51 centimeter frame height because I'm 173 centimeter tall, and I think this is the one that fits me, but I will have a test ride before I make up my final decision. The cockpit of my interest is the smartphone hub because I use my phone to record my rides, to have my maps. I synchronize my heart rate monitor with it. I receive phone calls while I'm riding. I have a Bluetooth headset, a Bluetooth helmet, and so I can listen to music using that helmet as well. So a bunch of things I do with my phone. I always have it while I'm riding. So might as well use it as my head unit. This smartphone hub option uses the Kobe Bike technology as software that I own on another bike. I've tested it, it works great, so I'm interested in it. And it keeps your phone charged from the main battery, which is another great feature. If you're not attaching your phone to the smartphone hub, it still works. It has an integrated display, which gives you minimal information such as speed. Moving forward to the battery option, here it is. As of this week, the dual battery 1125, which combines a 500 watt hour plus a 625 watt hour power tubes from Bosch. It's a great option for that extra long rides that you might want to take. I will not take the air suspension Fox Float upgrade option because I want to test the SR Suntour. I've seen on another website that they are using the RS19 model Edge Lore 8 and has all the features I need. It's air suspension. You can pump air in to adapt it to your weight, and then you can set the compression and rebound settings. The rebound, I think you can lock it, or the compression, can lock it to 80%, which is sufficient for this kind of riding because you will not be going through a mountain bike kind of trails with this bike. Oops, something is not working there. Oh, yeah, so I have to go back to these options here. Good, sorry about that. So frame color off silver matte, frame size 51, cockpit spark monohub, battery 1125, air suspension no upgrade. Then anti-lock brake, I will not take the ABS because it's quite expensive, and I'm a experienced rider. I'm very cautious, and I know how to modulate my braking so that I don't lock my forward wheel. It comes with Magura brakes, which are apparently very precise. I've never tested them, but I'll have a look at that. Probably they're very good. And I will take the no optional equipment. In case you select the GX options, let's have a look. For 240 euros, you will have the 140 millimeter travel if you want to do dual duty with this bike, such as mountain biking and bike paths. These options will give you the mountain biking capability. They will replace the tires as well with the Rock Razor, which will replace the more sleek Supermoto X that comes standard. You will have larger pedals. I'm not interested in these pedals anyway because I want to replace them with Shimano dual surface pedals, flat on one side and clips on the other, so you can use city shoes and the clipless shoes. They will replace the standard grips with bullhorn side ended grips, which I don't want, I don't like. So this option not good for me. And one thing that I would like to have is the dropper seat post, which is offered with this GX option, but I will learn to live without it. And there are other options in the market if you want to have a dropper seat installed later, such as the RockShox Bluetooth, whatever, dropper seat. The RX hardware, I will not take it because it's only available, it only works in Germany. It's a GPS recovery in case your bike got stolen. I'm outside of the German territory, so I will not take it. Furthermore, you need an annual subscription with Riese Müller, which is quite expensive, so you might as well pay that amount into a, how do you call it, you can have, the name escapes me now. You can, insurance, that's what I was looking for. And then if somebody steals your bike, your insurance will refund your bike or part of it. As for the front carrier, I want the 102 euros, quite expensive front carrier. And for the carrier, I will use the standard. So this would be my wish list for this bike. Again, the intention is to do long rides with a comfortable bike, but not really do mountain biking with it. With the large battery and the low maintenance, I think this would be also a good bike for commuting. that you don't have to charge every day. And you can combine long rides with city rides. Go shopping, you have a front carrier and a rear carrier. So you can do both, you can take a bag you to work or two, or you can take a pannier and go shopping. So this would be a all-purpose city and travel bike, commuting bike. I'm going to go tomorrow to the local shop and test a few things, talk to the manager there, see if we can order this bike. Again, it costs 7,500, so not something that you would order without thinking about it in detail, which I have been doing for a few months. And the recent option of 1,125 watt hour battery uh, has really pushed me forward into selecting this e-bike, and let's see what happens. So if you have any comments or questions, make sure you put them in the section, and I'll have a look from time to time to give some answers.